A Lauderdale County judge has been charged with misuse of office and perjury, including hiring his son for $50,000 for a law library job. Just ridiculous. But that's coming up next on Rational Lunatic Media. As always, Rational Lunatic here. Hope you all having a wonderful day. Before we get started though, punch that like button, kick that subscribe button, click that ding notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, if this video goes a little too long, this one probably won't, but some do. And if they do, jump over to YouTube if you're on TikTok, where you can catch all the same content, but the full amount there. Also, if you want to know about real heinous judges, cops, officials doing real heinous things, jump over to my uh, Patreon account, link to my YouTube, $5 a month, members only, not safe for life news. You gotta kind of have a strong stomach and a strong mind to deal with those stories. With that being said, though, let's get into this one, shall we? All right. This report is coming from ABC News 19. A Lauderdale County judge has been charged with misuse of office and perjury, has pleaded not guilty. Lauderdale County, Alabama. Oh, real quick, by the way, we did finally make it all the way around. We've hit every state in the United States, and we have circled back up to the A's. So, big pat on the back for staying consistent, making it this far, and yeah, I wanted to say that before I got started. I forgot to, but hey, here we are. So let's continue. Lauderdale County, Alabama. Court records show longtime Lauderdale County Circuit Judge Gill Self, has been charged with perjury and misuse of his office and has entered a not guilty plea. Self, aged 61, of Florence, is charged with 16 counts of using his office for personal gain and a related perjury charge and making a false representation to the auditor's charge. According to court records, Self entered the not guilty plea on Monday. Now, court says it will set a pretrial conference. Most of the charges relate to accusations that while he was presiding judge from April 2020 to February of 2023, Self used court system money for travel and personal items. He also is accused of spending $50,000 to hire his own son for a law library job in Lauderdale County without approval. The indictment on the perjury charge claims Self lied to a grand jury about receiving approval to hire his son for a law library job. Following his January arrest, Self issued a statement saying he made honest but correctable mistakes using two court bank accounts he supervised. You can read the full statement here. This month, the court rejected a claim by Self's attorney that the perjury charge he is facing is unclear. Self's lawyer argued the indictment filed the indictment failed to clearly describe what he did wrong and asked for a quote more definite answer or statement. I thought I was going to say definitive. So a more definite statement. The defense asked prosecutors from the Alabama Attorney General's office to provide what part of his testimony was false, who gave the approval for the hiring, and how his conduct violated the law. Well, nobody gave the approval for the hiring, which means your testimony saying you had approval to hire your son for a $50,000 a year library job is false. That whole statement's false because you didn't have approval. You can't just go spending taxpayer money on whatever you want to spend it on or to better your life and your family. Your life should be better enough or good enough the fact that you're being paid with taxpayer money to sit in that comfy little chair in an air conditioned room and make judgments down on little people like me and the rest of you viewers here. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Prosecutors said that that was all spelled out to the defense in the charges and evidence it turned over to Self's lawyer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the charges speak for themselves. You know what I mean? Judge Tim Jolie denied Self's claim during a hearing on April 2nd. Judge Self has only been indicted, not convicted. He is not allowed to serve as a judge while under indictment, according to state law. but he still, but he, yeah, but he still holds his position, and he's still receiving his salary every 2 weeks. Can you believe that? Okay, if you make a mistake in any other job, right, and you're under investigation, they say, hey, we're going to put you on leave without pay while you're under investigation. Now, if it comes, if it comes down to the decision that you're found to be innocent of whatever you're being investigated for, we will pay you for that time that you should have been working. You know, they can do that. They can say, we'll back pay you if the decision is made that you are, you know, found to be innocent of whatever you're being investigated of. But if you're found to be disciplined properly, or uh, you're being investigated and you found to be guilty of whatever it is they're investigating you of, then they're not going to pay you. In what other system besides our corrupt, you know, corrupt state federal law system, including officers, do you get paid while you're being investigated for a crime? Please tell me, in what other career, uh, uh, in what other type of job, uh, yeah, what other field of work do they do that in? You know what I mean? If you know, let me know. Like, if you know of another field, construction, uh, warehouse work, uh, freaking, I don't, you know, taxi driving, you know what I mean? Any other field of professional work that you're being investigated for a crime where they put you on leave, you know, because they have to, because they can't have you working while you're being investigated for something serious that will cost you your job if you're found guilty, but you still get paid for it. I mean, I don't know. That's crazy. And even then, in some fields, if they do that, like if you're collecting unemployment, if you do construction, you get unemployment in the wintertime, and you're getting paid unemployment, but you're under investigation for something. It states right there in the documents, if you create fraud, or you make a mistake, or you claim unemployment for a week or two longer than you should have, and we find out about it, we're going to take it back. There's no other field that I know of where they pay you while you're in trouble. Especially if you're probably going to be fired in the end anyway. That's insane. Guaranteed, if he is found guilty, he'll get a slap on the wrist, he'll get to keep his paycheck, and he'll probably be able to get another job, another administrative type job somewhere else. Guaranteed. Like, I'll almost stake my entire uh, bank bank account on it. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, come on, people. Our country needs to do a little bit better. I don't know. That's still just my opinion. Let, let me know what you think. Like, comment, leave it in the comments. What do you think about that? Do you think that, while an official is being investigated on a criminal case, that they should just keep getting paid? Getting taking our money, who they keep saying, in the next 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever years, we're not even going to have social security for those of us when we hit age 65 and up. We're not going to have that kind of retirement because we're spending too much money now, and yada yada yada. But here we go, that one more form, one another form of us just dishing out taxpayer money, just throwing it away. Like, here you go ahead, break the law, we'll pay you for it anyway. As long as you're a state official, no worries, you'll be taken care of. Can't lose that big old mansion in the hills, you know, all because you made a huge mistake, misappropriated taxpayer funds. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. Oh, shoot, a news story picked, or a news source picked it up. Dang, man. Well, it got leaked. Might have to fire you, but the least we can do is keep paying you. Does that make any sense? Any sense to anyone else? Make it make sense, because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. Make it make sense for me, please. Ah, man, lost my screen. There we go. All right, where was I? Sorry about the rant. Let's continue. Where was I? Still receiving his salary every 2 weeks. State records show he's been paid $25,000 overall since his indictment in late January. So this report, I don't know if it was done last month or the month before, like May, but yeah. So from January till at least May, we know he was paid every 2 weeks, and he made $30,000 very much in 4 months. So he's making what, 30, 60, what's four times, uh, uh, basically $30,000. So he rakes in approximately, we'll say, about $120,000 a year. So in a quarter, in 1 quarter, he's already pulled in 30 grand. But didn't have to do anything but sit at home that whole quarter. Man, it's almost like he gets a severance pay, a severance package, uh, for breaking the law. All right, rant's over. I'll finish this. Oh, that was it. Uh, no future hearing dates are set at the time this article was posted in Self's case. Yeah, so there you have it. Look, this is why I report these types of stories about corrupt officials, corrupt cops, because there are a lot of cases where they do get their just deserves. They get exactly what they deserve to get. They get jail time, prison time, uh, up on losing their job, depending on what they've done. And in a lot of cases, they do get what they deserve. But in so many cases, I would say in most cases, they do what they want. They make mistakes that are to the point where they can't be forgiven, at least not by the judicial system. So they get fired, but they put them under investigation for much longer than they need. You know, it doesn't take them that long to investigate a perjury charge or a misuse of office charge. You know what I mean? Some charges, it takes them a long time to investigate. I mean, I know people that have sit in jail, or posted bail, and have sat for a year or two while they were under investigation. But for a lot different, more extensive charges with a lot more evidence, many more years, of issues, that the investigators had to go back and track down. But something like this, It's already taken them. It's taken them. Ooh, I am shaking the table. My bad. It's taken them 4 months until he's finally put in a not guilty plea, and they paid him the whole time. I mean, so what's to say that his attorney? Maybe that's what his attorney's doing. Maybe they know he's gonna get fired. He can't beat it, right? But his attorney can get him a slap on the wrist for one. So all he does is get fired. But also can sit here and ask for this like put out this garbage so he can have the judge getting paid longer while he's being investigated, because the whole time he's going to court, because until he's found guilty they're not going to fire him, or they can't fire him technically, right? So they have to keep paying him. So as long as his attorney can just keep that going, this man just keeps making money. Man, I mean, I really wish I wouldn't have made the mistakes I made when I was a kid. Uh, I really wish the law hadn't have screwed me illegally like they did when I was a kid. Man, because I would have made such a different career choice. I think, man. How many of you are sitting there right now going, "Yeah, I think I chose wrong." Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, if you made it to the end with me. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done it yet, hit that like and subscribe button. And yeah, y'all, summer's still here. Get out there, get some sun, have some fun. If you need to get mental health like I do, and a lot of us do, please seek it out. Get that help you need. You know what I mean? It'll be worth it. If you're fighting addiction, man, I've been there, 100% have been there. So reach out, get the help you need. Life can get better. It just takes a lot of work. But yeah, if you're watching, man, I'm glad you're still breathing. You know what I mean? If no one else cares, I do. Like I really do. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm really glad you're here. Thank you. But like I said, get out there, get some sun, have some fun, stay healthy, stay free, and until the next time, y'all, stay wild.